A proud and ruthless man, Duncan, but fond of the truth. I think the Fremen will admire him. If we're lucky, they may judge us by him. Duncan the Moral. Within the rich world of Frank Herbert's Dune, Duncan Idaho shines brightly as the epitome of the noble knight. His resilience, loyalty, and unwavering dedication displayed throughout his time in the story make him one of the most beloved characters of the Dune universe, whose journey reminds us of the enduring spirit that can arise from the ever-shifting sands of destiny. In this video, I'd like to discuss the legacy of Duncan Idaho and examine the profound impact he has on the Dune series. Spoiler warning if you are unfamiliar with Frank Herbert's Dune. In the story of Dune, the reputation and deeds of Duncan Idaho are known to us before we are officially introduced to the man himself. As a legendary swordmaster of the Ginaz, Duncan serves House Atreides, helping to sharpen its army into a lethal force. He is not only a loyal, highly trained soldier, but also a confidant to Duke Leto and a mentor to his son, Paul. In this feudal interstellar society, the dangers facing the heir of House Atreides are great. After being assigned the stewardship of Arrakis, the Duke understands the paramount importance of securing allies. He recognizes the tremendous potential of the local Fremen, perceiving them as a formidable fighting force capable of rivaling even the Emperor's ruthless Sardaukar soldiers. Duke Leto sends Duncan ahead to Arrakis in a vital mission to gather information and establish good relations with the Fremen. By entrusting the Swordmaster with this task, Leto not only showcases his unwavering faith in Duncan's character, but also recognizes his ability to serve as the face of the Atreides to the Fremen. In Leto's insightful words, Duncan is described as a proud and ruthless man, driven by a profound dedication to truth. This steadfast commitment to honesty resonates with the Fremen, endearing Duncan to them. Winning the trust of Stilgar, the esteemed leader of one of the Fremen tribes, speaks volumes about his strength as a warrior. The Fremen hold their beliefs and customs dear, and their trust is not granted lightly. Duncan finds himself with a dual allegiance, bound to both the Fremen and House Atreides. As he immerses himself in the Fremen culture, he comes to admire their resilience and the remarkable manner in which they have adapted to thrive in the harsh desert environment. By fighting alongside the Fremen against common enemies, Duncan strengthened the bond between the Atreides and the Fremen, forming the basis for their alliance and the survival of Paul and his mother, Lady Jessica, on Arrakis. Duncan's heroism reached its pinnacle in the first novel when he fearlessly confronted the Sardaukar. In a daring battle on Arrakis, he selflessly engaged the Emperor's soldiers, ensuring the escape of Paul and Jessica. Despite sustaining a grievous head wound, Duncan managed to kill an extraordinary number of 19 Sardaukar before succumbing to his injuries. His unwavering bravery, honor, and selflessness in the face of overwhelming odds contributed greatly to his popularity and set the stage for his continued presence and development throughout the Dune saga. After Duncan Idaho's brave fight against the Sardaukar, his remains were collected by the Emperor's soldiers, who saw the potential value in the highly tuned nervous system and battle knowledge that resided in the genetic code of the legendary Swordmaster's flesh. The prospect of Duncan's resurrection and potential to serve as an instructor for the Sardaukar was an irresistible opportunity. In order to attempt this resurrection, his corpse was entrusted to the enigmatic Bene Tleilax. The Tleilaxu then saw to the creation of Duncan Idaho's Ghola, a clone meticulously replicated from his dead cells. The first of the Duncan Idaho Gholas, known as Hate, was a testament to their ingenuity. Under their tutelage, Hate underwent comprehensive training as both a Mentat and a Zensuni philosopher, further enriching his already remarkable repertoire. However, one missing component that loomed over Hate's existence was the absence of his memories as the original Duncan Idaho. Hate was presented as a gift to the Emperor Paul Atreides, but in reality, he was programmed to be a secret weapon intended to assassinate Paul. Despite this knowledge, Paul accepted Hate and valued his presence. Implanted within Hate was an assassination trigger word. When this word was spoken, the Ghola went through so much trauma that the lost memories of the original Duncan Idaho were unlocked and subsequently resurfaced. This revelation marked a significant transformation as Hate successfully rejected the Tleilaxu programming and embraced his true identity as the loyal Atreides swordmaster Duncan Idaho. Although the assassination attempt failed, this event was considered a major breakthrough for the Bene Tleilax, marking the beginning of the concept of immortality through their Gola technology. This discovery allowed the Bene Tleilax to perpetually recreate individuals like Duncan Idaho, granting them extended life and the preservation of their skills and memories. For the next few thousand years, during the rise and reign of the God Emperor Leto Atreides, the Tleilaxu ensured their survival by continuing to supply Leto with successive Duncan Idaho Golas, employing the same traumatic memory restoration process as had been accomplished through Hate. The name of Duncan Idaho then became more of a title than a fixed identity. However, each Gola tended to reflect the enduring Atreides values of loyalty, courage, and adaptability. In a sense, Frank Herbert used Duncan to serve as a sort of conduit between the past and the future, standing as a consistent, familiar symbol of the old Atreides virtues. Despite his tumultuous relationship with Leto II, Duncan continued to adhere to his core values. Duncan is said to be more Atreides than the Atreides themselves. This was a major reason that the God Emperor maintained a copy of the old Atreides swordmaster. In a sense, the God Emperor relied on Duncan to serve as a moral barometer, a gauge to measure the success of his tyrannical rule. While Idaho would wholeheartedly pledge his allegiance to a just and virtuous leader, his inherent moral compass compelled him to confront any wrongdoing he encountered. If Duncan was not offended by the actions of the God Emperor, it would indicate that Leto was not fulfilling his role correctly. So it can be said that Duncan's hallmark characteristics of unyielding loyalty and unwavering moral standards served as crucial touchstones for evaluating the effectiveness and morality of Leto's reign. In addition, Duncan Idaho possessed remarkable battle prowess, sharp instincts, and embodies a strong masculine persona. By maintaining a copy of Duncan, Leto intended to breed these traits into the human genome, a small factor in his overall goal of evolving humanity and moving it closer to a reliance on instinct rather than a reliance on prescience. Among others, the God Emperor saw Duncan as an ideal specimen to help facilitate this evolutionary growth. Following the death of Leto II, the Bene Gesserit adopted the practice of maintaining Idaho Golas. One of these Golas gained the ability to recall the myriads of memories from previous versions of himself. This accumulation of knowledge and experiences transformed Duncan into a wise and powerful being who continued to display tactical brilliance and leadership while remarkably maintaining his humanity. As a true embodiment of the classic Arthurian knight, Duncan Idaho channels the values of loyalty, courage, and morality with steadfast determination. Throughout his numerous incarnations, Duncan serves as a living testament to the enduring principles that propelled the Atreides to greatness, while also exemplifying humanity's potential for transformative evolution. His journey underscores Frank Herbert's key themes of the value of tenacity in the face of change and the need to pursue progress over stagnation. But I'm curious to know what you think of Duncan Idaho. Are there any moments in this character's history that you particularly enjoy or appreciate? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe for more Dune and other sci-fi and fantasy news and lore. Thank you all so much for your support, and as always, have a very nerdy day.